the uptrend. Now, here's the thing you have to remember. An uptrend is never just a straight shot to the moon. It's more like a tug of war, a series of pushes and pulls. But it's a game where the buyers could just keep winning over time. That's what shows us there's real momentum and a whole lot of buying interest. And this right here, this is the absolute classic signature of an uptrend. The best way to think about it is like climbing a set of stairs. Like every peak you hit, every high is higher than the one before it. But, and this is super important, every little dip or low is also higher than the last one. That beautiful pattern of higher highs and higher lows, that's the fingerprint of a strong, healthy uptrend. So when you're looking at a real chart, this whole thing usually looks like a wave of green, bullish candles, just pushing the price higher and higher. Now, you're going to see some red candles in there for sure. Don't panic. Those are just little pullbacks, totally normal. The key is that they don't break that fundamental structure, that pattern at higher lows we just talked about. Okay, but you might be thinking, how do I know for sure this is a real trend and not just a bunch of random noise? Good question. Well, there's a really simple tool that traders use to make the trend pop right off the screen. And the answer is the humble trend line. It sounds basic, and it is, but it's also incredibly effective. It's literally as easy as connecting the dots. You just find two or more of those higher lows, those valleys, and connect them with a straight line. Boom. That line becomes your visual support level. It's like a floor that the price tends to bounce off of over and over again. It's your guide, telling you how strong the trend is and where it's headed. But here's the really cool part. That trend line isn't just for showing you the trend is there. It's also your early warning system. If you see the price suddenly crash right through that floor, and importantly, close below it, well, that's a huge red flag. It could mean the party's over, or at least that the trend is running out of gas and might be about to reverse. Okay, this is all great theory, but how do you actually use all this? Let's connect the dots and talk about some actionable strategy. How can you take what you know about trends, lines, and patterns and apply it? It's all about using these visual cues as signals. So, for example, you see the price bounce cleanly off your trend line. That could be a good signal to get into a trade. And on the other side of things, where do you get out? Well, a good time to think about taking profits is when the price gets near an old peak, a place we call a resistance level, where you know it's had trouble breaking through in the past. And this is maybe the most important part, the defensive team. You have to manage your risk. A smart place to put a stop loss is just a little bit below that most recent higher low, or just under your trend line. Look, an uptrend is an incredible ally to have on your side. But how do you know when your best friend is about to turn on you? Because every trend, no matter how strong, eventually comes to an end. Recognizing the rise is step one, but the real pros, they also know how to spot the early signs that reversal is coming.
And that we will take a look at it later in another video.